folks, as always, it's Matt Malloy and Marty Mann. Marty, it's great to be back here.
Yeah, it's awesome, yeah.
It's been a kind of a crazy ride this season as far as home games go. I feel it's kind of been hit or miss as far as like anticipation's been so far.
Yeah.
This one is a hit, though. It's bound to be, folks. This one has been talked about ever since the schedules were set a few months ago. The Rams from DePaul College Prep, they're making their way down here to 6410 South Dante. There's so much going into this game. Obviously, at the surface, this is a 3A state championship rematch. Marty, there's a lot that goes into that. Why don't you, give the fans a little bit of a recap of the history behind this this matchup?
So yeah, last year both teams made it to the 3A state final down in Champaign. Looking at DePaul Prep, they're very similar to how they were last year. Very slow-paced, fundamental sort of team.
Yeah.
They're going to rely on a lot of play calls coming in from their coach. Very organized sort of team. We saw last year with Mount Carmel's team, kind of still have our three big guys are still here. But what happened last year was we just couldn't find a lane to get some open shots. Their defense was just very tough, and the offense is just very slow-paced. They're not going to make any mistakes, folks, tonight. You'll see minimal turnovers.
Yes.
They're going to be very picky with their opportunities. And, they're, as I said earlier, they're very similar to last year. 17-1 on the year, us 16-2. It's going to be a great matchup.
Right.
I'm very excited.
Folks, Marty and I were watching film. This is about the turnover part. We were watching DePaul's game against Loyola earlier on this season, and we're kind of waiting. I think it was the third quarter was the first time we saw a turnover from DePaul. Just crazy. Just crazy that it took them that long for turnover. I'm not really sure what's going on back there, but we got a lot of people here for the game. That's all I can say about that. Highly anticipated. DePaul runs kind of a different offense than Carmel does for sure. Some big names, though, that Marty and I are going to be saying throughout the night. We'll name off the starters later when the lineups are announced, but I think there's two guys here that are going to be huge threats for specific reasons. I'm going to start off with number 4, Raikan Wu. He's a shooting guard, junior, been with DePaul for a while. Due to an injury from Dylan Fulbright, number 4 for the Caravan, he's got something with his knee going on. So now Kyle Chevalier, number 11, will take that starting spot instead of Dylan, and he's going to have the big challenge of guarding number 4, Raikan Wu. That's a very tough challenge, Marty. This kid is a shooter. There's been multiple games where he's had 20-plus points, a ton of assists. He runs all over the place on offense. Great stamina. Just overall, court vision is there too. I think this is going to be one of the harder matchups for Mount Carmel to maintain. It's going to be Chevalier versus Wu. Hopefully, Kyle can get some help, from these other guys, these more experienced guys, as Cam, Grant, Noah, the guys that played DePaul last year, and they know Wu's game. But as of right now, we're just looking for Kyle to get out there and limit shot opportunities for Wu. We do not want Wu to get hot, because if he gets hot early, he's just going to be making shots the entire game.
Yeah, and another point about DePaul, they're going to go maybe 6 or maybe 7 deep. If not, it's just going to be 6 players without their warm-ups on tonight. They're going to be pretty well staminized. Going to keep a good rhythm. Coach is going to get them right with the plays.
Right.
But it's going to be up to us, our guys, to step up. Because I know we've seen some guys off the bench show a role in the game and how to make an impact. Looking at guys like George Gray on Tuesday night had a amazing dunk. Got other guys like Eddie Ryan can get thrown in there. Luke Seagroves, Logan Wessel, can't forget the sophomore. See how our sort of 9-man lineup can go against a 6-man lineup in DePaul.
Yeah, DePaul, I don't even know if they're going to go 7 deep tonight, but they're not going beyond that. I would be shocked if they throw an 8th man out there. They're going to keep it to, number 11, Jonas Johnson. He's really their 6th man. Beyond that, I don't really know if they're going to do much. But, yeah, they're going to keep that. I think we're going to send a lot of our bench guys out there, like you were saying, Mar, and, for a good reason. These DePaul guys, they have experience with playing all 4 quarters, playing all 32 minutes of basketball. And if there's one guy that knows how to do that, it's number 13, Makai Kavame. He's been on the varsity team all 4 years. He is a senior this year for DePaul. 6 foot, 150, great guard. Marty, his court vision some of the best you're going to see in the state. You know, I'd be shocked. Watching film, he has these crazy passes that end up to, for a corner three, download a Porter, who's another guy we'll talk about later on, right? Just huge dunks down low, huge layups. Makai Kavame, number 13, is going to be the main guy to facilitate DePaul's very unique offense tonight. And that's really going to be the story. It's going to be DePaul's unique offense versus how well is Mount Carmel going to play against that. We've got this huge, very anticipated, very unique matchup here at Mount Carmel High School coming up in just a minute and a half.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Chicago Catholic League, Mount Carmel Athletics, welcome to the Mount Carmel Convocation Center for tonight's Chicago Catholic League matchup between the DePaul College Prep Rams and your Mount Carmel Caravan. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you're able to, please rise, and gentlemen, kindly remove your hats as we honor the USA, first with the traditional pregame prayer, followed by our national anthem.
Let us remember that we are in the holy presence of God, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Father in heaven, we ask your blessing on this game we are about to play. We ask you, Father, to bless each one of us, especially the coaches, officials, parents, and players. Keep us under the protection of your Son, Jesus Christ, and help us to be aware of his presence throughout this game. Amen. Our Lady of Mount Carmel.
Amen. And now for our national anthem. Thank you. Now, let's meet the starting lineups for the visiting DePaul College Prep Rams. First, the 6-foot junior, number 3, H.A. Chambers. Next, the 6'1" junior shooting guard, number 4, Ryken Wu. Next, the 6'2 senior, number 13, Makai Kavame. Next, the 6'2 senior, number 14, Robert Walls. And finally, the 6'7 junior, number 24, Rashawn Porter. The assistant coaches are Michael and Dillian Sneed, Kenny Greiswa, Keenan Franklin, and Christian Joya, and the head coach of the Rams, Tom Kleinschmidt. And now, get on your feet for the starting lineups for your Mount Carmel Caravan.
I can't do this alone.
First, the 6'2 junior point guard, number 2, Noah Mister. Next, the 6'3 senior shooting guard, number 3, Grant Betts. Next, the 6'3 senior shooting guard, number 5, Cameron Thomas. Next, the 5'10 senior shooting guard, number 11, Kyle Chevalier.
Together we can show the world.
And finally, the 6'6 senior small forward, number 44, Pete Jenkins. The manager is Matt Malloy. The assistant coach is Luke Nurica. And the head coach of your Caravan, athletic director, Bill Seagroves.
Woo, Marty. That's getting me pumped up a little. Some great music, some great starting lineups, and overall just a great energy in the main gym right now at Mount Carmel High School. Folks, if you're just joining us right now, it's Matt Malloy and Marty Mann here up on the track. We're broadcasting the game. DePaul going to win the tip, going to go back to Makai Kavame.
Yeah, Matt, I'll say it now. A team like DePaul, we got to get off to a quick start. Once they get a lead, they're going to make sure they never lose it.
Absolutely. You know, it's crazy to think, but a game of this caliber, you know, was once played down at U of I, and now we've got it right here at our home court. A 17-1 team coming in to a 16-2 team's house. Makai's shaken up a little bit. That was his first trip down to the hoop this game. I don't think he drew any blood there, but looked like it at the start. That's some great aggression. Marty, like I said, aggression is going to be a big key to this game.
Yeah, great help defense. I see number 44, Keith Jenkins, and number 2, Noah Mister getting in on there.
Yeah.
Get a good board there from Cam, yeah.
Raikan Wu's shot no good. The Caravan going to come back down the other way. Their first chance to score. Going to start off with Thomas on the left wing. Step back, mid-range. It's good. Sinks it. Nothing but net. 2-0, MC.
Now here we go. The momentum's got to stay up.
We've got our student section going. The theme is blackout. Everybody seemed to follow that rule. Wu kind of slips there, holds on to it though. Here's Robert Walls at the elbow. Shot's good, sinks it, responds to Cam Thomas's mid-range shot with one of his own.
Yeah, I was about to say that. See Cam usually do that from the elbow.
See what Noah can do here. Gonna dish it off to Grant Best, number 3 on the left side. Another mid-ranger, almost from the same spot. That one went a little too far. Whistle blown, foul called against the Caravan.
Not too sure about that one.
Bit confused by the call there, where you know a couple of the guys on Carmel's bench, but they'll just drop back on defense now. Key component tonight is going to be how Mount Carmel responds to DePaul's very unique offense. They like to hold on to the ball and just get shots for their guards. You see there that matchup, Kyle Chevalier on number 4, Raikan Wu. That's going to be a really important matchup. You know, the Caravan have got to win that matchup in particular if they want to win the game overall.
Yeah, Matt, with every DePaul prep possession here in offense, they got to make sure it's a perfect opportunity.
That one comes up way short. Looked like it got tipped. Jenkins calling for it on the fast break. Gonna get to the hands of Grant Best though. Charges down low.
Oh.
Yeah. Looks to be the right call. Just kind of lost the ball there. Yeah.
Man, we talked about it earlier. This DePaul prep team is based off of fundamentals. I mean, their coach Tom Kleinschmidt, I'm sure, has coached them up very well into making sure every fundamental of basketball that you learn from 4th grade is at peak.
See, here's something interesting. Yeah.
Oh.
That's number 24, Rashawn Porter, the true center, really the big man for DePaul. Marty, like you were saying, a very fundamental team. That's a very fundamental play. That's one way to get you 2 points. Score is 4-2. Mister now going to slow things down. Jenkins with the screen, but they immediately collapse on it. They try to go back the other way. Best on the right wing. Back to Mister. Going to pull up for a deep three. Shot comes up a little short. Everybody's running after it, but it will be the Rams' ball.
See, Matt, DePaul Prep is sticking to that man-to-man defense, but it's a loose defense. They got there's 3 guys in the paint. With the guys that they're defending are pretty much near the arc.
Yeah, you know, if they do switch to a zone, that's going to be a 2-3. But right now, both teams looking to go man-to-man. Jenkins down low, guarding Porter. Kyle going to drop down on Wu for that shot. 3 sinks. 7-2. Down by 5. The Caravan looking to score here.
And that's what Wu's really good at, is that 3-point shot. Even no dribble, just catch and shoot.
Jenkins on the left wing. They're going to leave him alone.
Look at that, yeah.
Best going to come back down. Little floater action. It's good.
There we go.
Get back into it. 7-4. 5 minutes to go in the first.
I mean, it's a perfect way to combat the defense sticking in the paint. Shoot a little floater before you get to them.
Kavame going to hit Wu. Another 3? No. Shot just a little bit to the right. Now they're fighting for it.
Oh.
Foul called. Caravan are going to like that one. Thought it might have been a jump ball, but.
Yeah, I was going to say a jump ball. I think the fact that he came directly behind Noah Mister, probably, you know, a little jab there in getting it.
Very positive for the Caravan there. Now that's 2 fouls for MC in the first quarter, just 1 for DePaul. Mister finds Chevalier on the right wing. Chevalier looking for anybody that's open. It's going to be Best down low.
There we go.
Big reverse layup makes it 7-6, and just like that, the Caravan still keeping it close very early on.
Yeah, the Ram defender looked like he gave Kyle that driving lane wide open, but you know Kyle, he's going to make a great assist, and you can always trust Grant with being physical under the rim.
Kyle there. Porter just going to knock it back down after A.J. Chambers' layup. You know, goes a little too long. 9-6. Neither team has broken 10 yet. Caravan here trying to put the ball back in the hoop. Best going to cut back over left. This is another big thing, Marty. You can tell immediately how different these offenses are. DePaul just going very slow, and then all of a sudden they strike. Mister.
Bang!
Three's good. First one of the game. Hoping to have plenty more. Tie ball game at 9 apiece.
Now I'm sure DePaul Prep, they're very aware that Noah's been more of a driving to the hoop guy instead of a three-pointer shooter as he was last year. But look at that, Noah using the hesitation as his advantage to get a three-point shot.
You can tell Noah came into this game, you know, knowing full well there were going to be some times where he might have had to take a contested 3, and he sure did just that. Still 9-9. DePaul going to have the ball here after that Caravan foul. Could be, you know, a potential bonus in the final minutes of the first quarter here, but this one, you know, going by very quick. Marty, we were kind of expecting there to be, you know, minimal whistles, especially early on, but, you know, overall though, we were also expecting it to be pretty low scoring. I'd say 9-9, you know, maybe a little bit higher, and obviously these teams are going to, you know, put the ball in the hoop at least once or twice, you know, before this quarter ends. So kind of changing my expectations of what I thought heading into this game. You know, you look at when DePaul played Loyola, which is one of their biggest wins, Loyola was only able to put up 35 points.
That was the big thing that came into the state championship last year, was they didn't let up very many points to any teams, and it showed last year. But I mean, we're looking off to a jump start here.
A win is a win, right? 38-36 is the same as 70-68. It's just the amount of points that were scored. Here's Porter down low. Layup's good. Gets a little touch on the backboard as well. 11-9. DePaul, the first team to break 10. The Caravan going to come back down and try to do just that as well.
Yeah, well, you'll see from Rashawn Porter, number 24. He's not super physical of an offensive threat, but he's still really tall, and he knows how to put up good shots.
You know, he's a true big man on offense. On defense, though, you see him here. He is way out beyond the arc guarding Noah Mister. So Keith Jenkins just has, you know, the open room down low to get a quick, easy layup.
Yeah, good job there by Keith.
Kavame hits Wu. They're really going to slow things down here. 2.5 minutes to go in the first. Drives to the hoop. Dishes it down to Porter. The whistle is blown.
There we go.
Before the shot gets off, we're going back down the other way. And now you see the true sixth man for DePaul going to come in. At number 11, Jonas Johnson, the senior standing at 6'6". Just came in there for Robert Walls, who will take a seat. Pretty decent switch here. Johnson, even though he's a sixth man, by no means is he, is there really much of a skill gap. See, look at his size there, guarding best on the left wing. Grant tries to get to the hoop. Oh, the whistle blown there.
I mean, Matt, yeah, you and I thought Jonas Johnson was kind of just that second string center, that second string 5. And look at that, you got him and Rashawn Porter, both 6'6", trying to close down on Grant Best, but I mean, Grant's a physical guy.
Definitely.
The Air Force commit, he's gonna go out there no matter what.
Marty, I can immediately tell that this is a whole lot different from, when the last time these two teams faced off against each other. Within the first few minutes of the game, back March 9th, 2024, the 3A state championship, DePaul just had complete command and control during that game very early on. Not so much here. The Caravan have a 2-point lead, and we're getting into the final minutes of the second quarter.
And I think that's coming down right now to taking advantage of shot opportunities on offense, but even DePaul prep there too. Right. They're making moves.
Excuse me, we're coming down to the end of the first. Everybody's making moves. Tie ball game at 13 apiece. The Caravan trying to change that. Mister on the right wing, pulls up for 3, it's a big one. Air ball comes up short. Kavame just using this fast break to his advantage. Chambers down low, Kyle Chevalier rips it out of his hands. That'll be a foul called against him though.
That's tough, I think that's the right call though.
Still though, showing some
so
aggression.
tough.
Yeah. Not much else you can do, but I mean, I guess the only other option was putting your hands up, but Kyle wanted that ball, saw the opening, tried to take it. No subs yet for MC. Still sticking with those same 5 guys we had out there at the start. That 3 made by Raikan Wu. 3-point lead for DePaul. Let's see if the Caravan can tie this one back up.
Yeah, Matt, this DePaul team is looking a lot quicker than we've seen, even compared to last year and some of the games we watched on tape earlier.
Yeah, they look quick, they look hungry. That's a great mid-range jump shot by number 5, Cam Thomas.
It's his X factor, man. We talked about it before the year. Him, Grant, and Noah each have that X factor.
Definitely.
Oh, you can't do that. Can't do that.
So it's another foul called against Kyle Chevalier, which means Raikan Wu will head to the line for 3 shots. 2 personal fouls for Chevalier in the first quarter here. Caravan have a total of 4 fouls. The Rams with 2.
Yeah, man, I know Wu's got 3 free throws here, but you'll see this for every free throw attempt. DePaul's not going to have any guys lined up for a rebound. They got a lot of trust in their shooters, but I think that just goes back to how they're a very game plan heavy sort of team.
Yeah, Marty, that's a great way to describe them, game plan heavy. I think they plan each quarter out. They plan each minute out. They know what's coming, right? They know what to expect heading into whatever gym they're playing in. Chevalier are going to take a seat on the bench. Kind of understandable. He's got 2 personal fouls. We'll give him some time. He'll come back in later, though, for sure. Sophomore, number 30, Logan Wessel, going to take his place on the court. And Raikan Wu sank both free throws there, so it's now a 19-15 game.
Tight, aggressive defenses. I mean, this game is starting to get that sort of intensive feel.
Yeah.
Friday night, tough defense from both squads.
Yeah, I mean, everybody's showing up now, We've got a student section packed for the Caravan. Everybody's here to watch this game. Probably the biggest one in the state tonight. Cam Thomas now on the left wing for MC. He's got under 45 seconds. Pump fake. The 3 is good. Yeah.
Oh, Cam, you can't do that.
Cam had some words for Makai Kavame after he made that 3 there. So that'll be a technical foul against him. Marty, emotions can get the best of you in any game, but when you've got a packed gym at your own house, that's especially when they can kind of creep in.
All I'm thinking about right now is every time I see a halftime NFL broadcast interview with the head coach, even Marcus Freeman. I think I talked about this in one of the earlier broadcasts. You got to limit the penalties the pre-snap penalties.
Yeah.
The stuff that you can easily control no matter what the skill level is.
You know,
And a technical like that, oh, you just can't let that happen, especially in a game like this.
I think especially, you know, first quarter, you got to walk it off, right? Because this could easily be a tie game, or, you know, we could be down by 1. Instead, those free throws take DePaul up 21-18. So we're in the same position we were before that technical foul. That was his first personal, though, so Cam will still have plenty of playing time left. He's just got to cool off on the bench for a little bit. Kavame for DePaul. It was Raikan Wu who made the free throws. Walls hits Chambers. Chambers guarded by George Gray, who came in for Cam Thomas after the technical.
Now, Matt, here's the offense we're used to seeing. Find it a little bit earlier on the possession and come back and reset and get a call from Coach Kleinschmidt.
The last shot of the quarter. Layup put back by Walls is good. All right, after 8 minutes of play, the Caravan are down 23-18 against the #1 ranked DePaul College Prep Rams. Ladies and gentlemen, you can join us tomorrow at Bourbon Street out in the South Side for our Night of Champions 2025. We will be honoring the Antonetti family, Coach Jordan Lynch, Coach Alex Sursitz, Coach Phil Seagroves, who is with us tonight, Coach Mike Minogue, and the 99 football team. All right, folks, we're back from the break. The Caravan down 23-18, heading into the second quarter here.
Yeah, Matt, the score after one quarter is about half of the score, the final score from last year's state championship. So
Which is crazy
very
to
different.
think. Yeah, crazy to think. I mean, it's a very different game from, you know, what would have been almost a year ago, right? Coming up in a few months here, so.
And it's not even like we have a shot clock here. There's no shot clock.
No, yeah, no shot clock. Just, you know, we're chewing time off. Each team is, I would say, but just shots are falling. Shots are falling for a lot of people right now.
And right there, that was a perfect stop by the DePaul Rams. That's exactly what Noah likes to do and drive to the hoop.
Definitely. Looks like Kavame has something on his right hand there, on his finger maybe. So that layup no good. That one out of bounds on Jenkins. Or excuse me, out of bounds on DePaul, so we'll be going back down the other way. On the bench for the Caravan, Cam Thomas and Kyle Chevalier in a little bit of some foul trouble right now. Kyle's got 2 personal, Cam has 1 technical. So if you're just joining us, those guys will be coming back soon. But right now, Logan Wessel and George Gray have taken their places on the court. Best trying to get low to the baseline. There's no shot there for him. How about Wessel, though, for 3? Shot a little too far. George Gray with the offensive rebound. Hits Grant Best at the top of the key. One knocked out. We'll stay here. Defensive foul. First one of the quarter is against DePaul.
It's like a NBA 2K type of reach. Little off ball, just whoosh, whoosh.
Yeah.
Unnecessary, but those are those common fouls that are going to add up.
Fouls are sure going to add up. About a minute, 10 seconds in here. George Gray will come out. We've got Kyle checking back in. You know, Marty, you don't have to take a guy out after he has a technical, but I guess here we're just trying to get guys out here that won't put us in positions like that. Cam's just got to cool off. Kyle, though, coming back from the first quarter, started off pretty well. He's had a number of starts here in his senior season, but this is probably the biggest one he's had. Jenkins on the baseline.
There we go.
Great layup for the big man down low. Number 44 makes it 23-20.
Yeah, great job, Keith, taking advantage of the open lane in sight. Kind of see some off-ball defense from Rashawn Porter.
We go Wu on the left wing. Dishes it down low to Porter. Some great defense there by Jenkins and Chevalier. He's just, that's a great job by Keith. Down low, Chambers puts up a shot, hits the left side of the rim. Ball is still live.
I thought he stepped out there.
Now we're really going to reset. You got to slow some things down. You get a big three or a big mid-range shot, go up, 5 or 6 points. That'd be a huge momentum shifter right now. Wu for three.
Oh, no.
Shot's good.
No.
26-20. Just under 5:40 to go in the first half. Caravan have got to score here if they want to keep this one a close game. Best. Back over to Kyle. Kyle now to Noah. Mister trying to drive in, create some space. Timeout called by Coach Seagroves for the Caravan. We'll take a break right now, but the Rams with a 6-point lead early on in the second quarter. Folks, if you want to read all about Mount Carmel High School, please take out your phone right now and scan it over that QR code on the bottom right corner of your screen. You can check out the official student-produced news publication here at our school. We've got news pieces, sports pieces, opinions, and features. Check it all out on our website, mccaravan.org. All right, we're back from the break. Timeout called by the Caravan, their first one of the game. DePaul yet to have used one. Caravan trying to facilitate some play here. Wessel's got it on the right wing. Now Mister. That was a good timeout that was called by Coach Seagroves, Marty, because this is a very key possession. You got to score here if you want to keep it close like it has been the whole game. Jenkins down low, almost loses it, puts up a layup. That's a great job by the big man. Back to back where he has scored.
Great job by Keith holding on to the ball in the paint with two DePaul defenders right on top of him there.
26-20, it's a 4-point game. Porter trying to make it back to 6, and he does.
Porter's using that height advantage right next to Keith. A little couple extra inches. Makes the floater work.
Absolutely. Mister on the right side. Got to score here. Down by 6, back to that same spot we were just moments ago. Now Best at the top. Gives it off to Mister. DePaul's bench doing everything they can to help their guys out on defense. And Marty, it looks like they're in that 2-3 zone. It's been working pretty well. It's created a pretty big lead for him here. Best almost loses it. Holds on, the ball's loose. Wu down. Kavame gets the easy layup. 8-point game, 30-22 for the Rams.
Yeah, that was just a great play there, Matt. Jeez. Got to find it here on offense, though.
Let's see. Best on the left side. Now Mister with it. That might slow things down here, Mark.
5 wide, 3-pointer. There we go.
There we go. That's a great three. Makes it 30-25. Some life still for the Caravan. Marty, I know it's only 6 to 8 points, for the leads here for DePaul. That's huge, though. That can turn into a lot more.
I can't stop thinking. I mean, it feels like in that state championship last year, we had a lot of shots like that. They just didn't fall, but they're falling here tonight.
That one called. Be another foul. Foul heavy, point heavy, physical heavy, whatever you want to call it, Mark. This game has been everything and more. Still not even halftime. So the Rams will have a chance here, though, to just keep their upper hand they have over the Caravan right now. Anything they can do to score, they're trying it right now.
Got the student section barking. It's great to see them
Go.
all show up out here.
Sort of works too.
Yeah.
All right, Cam Thomas checks back into the game. First time since he had that tech. I mean, Marty, been a while since we've seen him, you know? So one foul, one play can change everything.
I like it though from Coach Seagos. I mean,
Yeah.
a technical foul, it can give the opponent momentum. It can just hurt us overall mentally.
Right, you know, and keeping him out there on the court after the foul too could just create more trouble. So I'm glad we kept him out there for a little bit. 31-25, Porter sinks, 1 of 2. Best now, looking for anybody that's open. It's Mister on the left side. Some great zone defense. Jonas Johnson just, you know, well beyond 3-4 feet over that arc. Thomas, floater, shot comes up short. Porter with the rebound. Chambers was open on the fast break. They'll go to Wu though. Right hand Wu guarded by Wessel. Slowing things down. Nobody's moving. Nobody's moving. Finally, though, they're just going to start running around, shuffling some things up. DePaul's trying to get some mismatches here. Wu down the alley. Mid-range shot, no good. In and out of the basket. Best now on the other side for MC. That one's stolen away by A.J. Chambers. Going to be a one-on-one with Noah Mister. Layup's good. 33-25. There's 2 minutes left in the second quarter. It's go time right now. Who is going to have the momentum heading into halftime?
Double team there.
Grant Best. Downloaded Jenkins.
Great
We
pass.
needed that one and we got it. Keith got the call for the big game and he definitely answered. He's already, you know, a couple of big possessions here where we're staying. We're definitely a step behind DePaul right now, but you know, we're not 5 or 6 steps, right? We're still maintaining this sort of close game atmosphere.
Definitely, yeah, man, it definitely feels like we're almost hanging on, not letting go.
Wu, down low, layup.
Oh,
There you go.
oh, he's a great player. That's a great play. That's tough. You just got to be more physical.
Right, he'll head to the line too. Marty, and now you're starting to get that feeling we had back in March. It's like we're doing everything we can. We're making shots, but why is it an 8-point game? You know, like that's just the feeling we had. So DePaul's good at that, though. They're good at keeping it at a close game atmosphere, yet still having the upper hand over their opponent. Rakan Wu, by far, gone to the line tonight for the most by any Ram. Sinks that free throw, makes it a 9-point game, 36-27. A minute and 20 seconds left to go. Wessel on the left wing, hits Thomas. Porter is just at the logo guarding him. He's got to get all the way back down to the paint. So remember, you know, they're still in this 2-3 zone. They just love to play very loose out of it. That looseness might cost him, though. Best shot, no good. Porter now, they got to go quick. Kavame looks down court. There's nobody there, so he'll shoot it himself. That one's good. 38-27. DePaul extending this lead they've got. Fans like it. Student section does not. Mister to Thomas on the left wing. He makes a move. Mid-range.
There we go.
Good. 38-29. Time is of the essence. 35 seconds to go in the first half. Kavame, though, just walking down. You know, acting like it's no big deal. There's no shot clock. You got to remember that. So they can do whatever they want here with the remaining time they have.
And knowing DePaul, they're gonna run this clock down, make it the last shot. Here they go. Gonna probably get the call here from Coach Kleinschmidt. Got 12 seconds.
They got to start moving. Ball finally passed. Gets in the hands of A.J. Chambers. Porter down low. Marty, that's got to be the best way to end it for, you know, if you're DePaul Prep. A big dunk by their big man, Rashawn Porter. These teams will head to their respective locker rooms. The Caravan going to need a pretty big comeback for the second half. Right now, though, we'll take a break. Score, 40-29. Rams with the lead. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, Matt Malloy, Marty Mann back up here on the track. So, things aren't going exactly the way the Caravan wanted them to go. Score right now 40-29. The Rams have a pretty big lead. There's a lot of reasons as to why DePaul Prep has an 11-point lead right now, but I think there's one reason that might be the key to it. Marty, what is it?
Yeah, I mean, man, we were trying to figure out what this defense is. It's confusing. It's not a zone. It's not a direct man-to-man. It's what we think it's just an off-ball man-to-man. That's all it is. They're playing good off-ball. It comes down to coaching, too.
Yes.
Knowing who's the threat, who's not the threat. I mean, look at Porter, the center. He's playing super off Keith because Keith's not going to shoot the ball that much. If he does, percentages aren't that good. But they're just playing good defense. I mean, other than that, they're using that loose man-to-man. That's what I called it earlier, a loose man-to-man, that off-ball. And then as regards to offense, I mean, they're going a lot quicker than what we think. And they're finding opportunities a lot earlier. And, I mean, just got to stop Wu, number 4, from just three-pointers.
Yeah. Raikam Wu currently has 17 points. That's the most for DePaul. Right behind that, Rashawn Porter, the guy Marty was just talking about, has 11. So just the 1-2 punch right there from Wu and Porter has really kind of halted the Caravan. Something else we got to talk about, Cam Thomas with the technical foul there, and then he was out for a while in the first half. Hopefully we can kind of throw that to the side. We need Cam for all 16 minutes that we have left in this game. We need a lot of people for the 60 minutes we have left in this game. So keep fouls to a minimum, but still be aggressive. That's a very hard thing to do, especially against a very well-coached team, like you said, Marty. So, we got to figure out how to play against this defense. Got to put the ball in the hoop. We have come back from farther deficits, than 11 points, right? We've been in worse situations. We've been in bigger ruts. Right now, that we'll head it back down to the main court where we've got a pretty big game going on. All right, Marty, we'll see back out here. So just our starting 5, which I like to see. George Gray and Logan Wessel, the only guys that have checked in here for MC off of the bench. As for DePaul, though, we've got Johnson and Donahue, kind of the 6 and 7 man going. After that, nobody else really gets in, especially for big games like this. But, we keep talking about it, big game, big game. DePaul gets a 15-point lead or something. Is it really a big game anymore, or is that a time when you can kind of throw in younger guys? So to try to chew more clock off while at the same time trying to get them some experience. I don't know, though. Hopefully we won't get in that situation. Caravan start off with a nice stop, a missed shot there from the Rams. Switching on off to the other side, it's Thomas at the top of the key. We'll bring Jenkins back out.
There's that off-ball defense we keep seeing. Keith's not going to drive. I mean, he's a good player. It's just that's not his role on the team.
Right, it's not his X factor. It's just not how he plays. Chevalier beyond the arc. Going to go up for the layup. That one tipped a little bit by Porter. The putback is no good either by Jenkins. Jenkins had 8 points in the first half. Coming back down the other end, Kavame makes it 42-29.
They make a fundamental fast break just look easy. It's a great job there by Makai Kwame.
Mister on the left wing, guarded by Chambers. He'll throw up a 3. That one way off.
Oh, no. Great job there by Grant.
Nice job there. Marty, there's a lot of stats that Grant just dominates in. I think the best one is 9.8 rebounds per game. So, just kind of picks it up there. It wasn't exactly a rebound, kind of a bit of an air ball there, but picks it up, puts it back up. That's a great job by the captain. 42-31, the Caravan finally break 30. Just got to keep fighting here to get within reach of the Rams' 11-point lead. Kavame throws up a layup. It's good. It's back-to-back possessions for the Rams where number 13 has scored. Not exactly the best opening, but it could be worse. Jenkins out of Thomas down in the corner. Almost loses the ball. Tipped away by Kavame. Defensive foul called against the Rams.
Looked like Kavame almost got a loose ball out of there from Cam. Could have been a reach, but Cam still gets a block out of that.
Still gets the block. Still have the ball as well, so got to slow it down here. I know, right? You're down by 13 points, so slowing down is probably the last thing you want to do. You want to get things going quickly, but see right there, you got to make the smart pass. Wu will pick it up for DePaul.
Look at that. We don't see that dribble drive. Usually they kind of take the steal and make it an entire possession.
Yeah.
But
Wu just kind of takes things into his own hands, misses the layup, so we'll just go right back to where we were before that turnover by Jenkins. Mister at the elbow. He'll drive down to the hoop.
there we
What a
go.
layup. Great move by number 2. 2 points for Noah Mister. It's back to an 11-point game, 44-33. Just getting started here in the second half.
That's what Noah's been best at this year, is finding a way to the hoop and going up strong.
Marty, you know, surprised we haven't even mentioned it yet, but the DePaul College Prep Rams are back-to-back state champions. So just kind of talking about experience, possessions like that where you get a layup and they just push it back to a 13-point game. They've been here before plenty of times. These guys on the court for DePaul, they live for games like this. You know, that's all they've been doing for the past 2 or 3 years, has been winning in really big situations like this. Caravan have got to find some advantage, some upper hand over them. Chevalier down low for the head pass a bit. Grant Best now looking for anyone. Deep corner. Jenkins for 3 in front of the student section. Shot no good. Can't knock it down. DePaul coming back down to the other end. That one tipped away by Chevalier. Will stay down at the baseline though. Kavame to Chambers. Chambers back to Wu.
Oh, no.
Wu doesn't take the first one. Dribbles over to the left side. This is the second. Chambers back out to Wu. That offensive rebound might cost the Caravan here.
Gotta get a rebound, especially letting up offensive rebounds is what's gonna kill you, especially when you're down big.
Chamber down low. Can't get the layup. Going back down to the other way. Noah Mister on the left wing. Guarded by Porter. Big pull-up shot. That one not able to fall down. Mister does though after the shot. Gets back on his feet because he's got to play defense now on this other end.
Now look, remember, DePaul's got a 13-point lead here. They're gonna kind of slow the game down here a little bit, and that's what they did last year. And our student section really didn't like it, but
Coach Kleinschmidt, Gordon Tech and DePaul University grad, is just telling his guys, take your time. That's all he's screaming, take your time. You got a big lead, getting down to the end of the third quarter. Oh man, you know, this is when you wish things were a little bit closer. You could build off of that momentum, but Marty, we've been in deeper holes than this. I can't express that enough, right?
Yeah.
We have been at certain halftimes. I know Coach Seagroves especially, he has been in deeper holes than this, and he's been able to dig his way out. Caravan will have the ball here. 2 fouls for DePaul. We've got a big goose egg for MC, which is good for us. Thomas, hand off to Best.
there we
Great
go.
pull up. That'll be 2. 46
Call
to 35.
timeout.
Force him to call timeout. Head back to a break, but you know, still trying to get within reach. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left in the third quarter. Folks, check out our satirical publication, The Merchant. Our moderator, Tim Baffo, did not tell me to shout them out. Please take your phone out. You can scan the QR code right here. It'll take you to our website, mchs.org/merchant. It'll take you to our homepage where we've got a lot of issues, videos, articles, anything you can read about that's satirical here at Mount Carmel. All right, folks, back from that timeout. Like I said, just shy of 3 minutes to go here. Kavame going to take the ball up for the Rams. Hands it off to Walls. Walls to Porter at the top of the key. Wu falls during the play, gets back on his feet, but you can see that might have been intended for him outside the arc. Maybe they were trying to get him a 3. That play falls apart. This one doesn't, though. Caravan with the rebound. Same team. Grant Best coming down. Pass to Thomas. Got to make a move. He does. Could have been a big 3, but it doesn't fall.
Almost a steal there from Grant. It turns into a foul. That's a tough break.
That'll be Chevalier's fourth personal foul. Caravan's first of the quarter. One more foul for Chevalier. He'd be out of here. You got to be aggressive, but want to fight back. 2.5 minutes left to go in the third. Wu just kind of throws that one up, doesn't go. Rebound by Best. Here's an opportunity for him. You got to go. Grant down low, puts up a shot, comes off a little too hot. Now the fast break. Walls just kind of throws it up. Kavame keeps it in play.
Ooh.
And then they're just going to go right back to bread and butter, Marty. Johnson, corner three. Never mind, that is far away from the bread and butter. Caravan coming back down. Thomas makes a move. That one falls.
There we go.
Walls got up there, though, tried to block it. 46-37. It's plays like that, Marty. You got to keep chipping. Got to keep chipping. You know, play after play, trying to get closer to that 46-point mark the DePaul Prep Rams are at. Folks, pretty convenient. We've got this ad read for you, as this week was the first week Mount Carmel students were allowed to sign up for Fight Night, which will take place this Saturday, April 26th. So we're a few months out, but for these guys, training is just getting going right now. Marty, we're going to have some great bouts for you. You and I will be in the alumni gym calling that one. Can't wait for that. It's going to be a great night.
Yeah, don't worry, folks. If you can't make it, we'll be streaming here on the Caravan Broadcast Network. It'll be a great night.
Folks, back from that break. 1 minute, 46 seconds remaining. Third quarter, the Rams have a lead. They've had a lead for quite a while. Kavame going to be guarded by Thomas here to start things out. The Rams have 3 timeouts remaining, the Caravan with 4.
And man, they're just gonna basically turn chew clock mode on as if it were Madden. Just keep the clock running.
They know how to do this. You know, Marty, you and I were talking, we're like, their offense looks a little quick. And then now that they've got this lead late in the game, yeah, it doesn't look so quick anymore, does it?
Like, oh, it's aggravating because you want to just go and steal the ball, but you don't want to get a reach foul.
Right.
You got no shot clock, so.
This one, I mean, they're still applying pressure. Corner 3 by Chambers, shot no good. That one comes down, got to pick it up. Out of bounds.
Oh.
Stay in here.
But yeah, if DePaul's gonna chew the clock here, it just makes rebounds even more valuable. I mean, just think an offensive rebound let up is just another minute off the clock in this situation.
You know, when one team is trying to chew the clock, it just makes every play that more important. Johnson with a nice little layup there makes it 48-37. Marty, every rebound, assist, steal, turnover, whatever it is, I mean, it truly matters at this point. You're going to look back at this game and say, well, that play affected the game because of this reason, you know? And it's just everything, every play matters right now. We're in crunch time. It's not even the fourth quarter.
And it's not like we need a 3 right away. I mean, that would be good for momentum, but Matt, you said it earlier, just keep chipping away, and we'll be right back in it.
I mean, Chambers, Wu, Kavame, Walls, and Porter starting 5. They're doing what they were told. I know Johnson is out there right now for him. Mid-ranger by Best is good. Grant still staying hot in a situation where we definitely need him right now. 48-39, 20 seconds to go. This will most likely be the last shot of the quarter. See what they do here. Wu standing at the logo, not even gonna move with 7 seconds left to go. Chambers has it on the right side. 3 seconds left. He's got to throw something up, and he does. Shot no good. We will head into the fourth quarter. Pretty decent lead for the Rams. 48-39 is your score. We'll take a break right now, but when we come back, the Caravan trying to make a comeback happen with 8 minutes left to play. Folks, back up here, Matt Malloy, Marty Mann. Marty, it's been a great night. Energy's great. Packed student section. Scoreboard could be a little bit better, right?
Yeah.
I think at the break at halftime, we talked about, why is DePaul, why do they have a lead? Now I think heading into the fourth quarter, how can we take down that lead? What's one factor that the Caravan can do right now heading in? There's 8 minutes left to play. What can we do right now that would be vital to getting out of here with a win?
I think it's rebound. No offensive rebounds let up to DePaul. Get every defensive rebound possible.
Yes.
And just kind of slow down the game a little bit on offense. I mean, we still have 8 minutes to go. It's not like we need to right away. But remember, this is our court. It can be our game. We just got to control it.
Yeah.
Do what is best for us.
Yeah, got to control it. Just like Marty said, we'll take it back down to the court. But, Marty, just no rebounds let up for DePaul. If they have the ball, if they get a shot up, we need the ball right after that because time is very, very crucial right now. 48-39, just getting started here in the fourth quarter. Grant Best. Gonna pass it to Thomas, mid-ranger. Shot's good. When we needed him most, he answered. 7-point game. Caravan break 40 points. But now at DePaul,
Good defense here. Hands up. No easy points.
Defensive
Box
wins.
out.
Yeah. Boxing out is very, very crucial right here. Yeah, Marty, defensive wins need to turn into offensive wins if you want to see it. And there we go. You get the rebound.
Rebound. There we go.
So that's a defensive win. Now we need an offensive win. I don't care if it's one free throw or, a three-pointer. We need something up there on the scoreboard.
Slow down.
Down
slow
low,
down.
Chevalier. Back to Grant.
Bang!
It's good. The and one. Going to count two. Heading to the line. It's Captain Grant Best, the airman, doing what he knows best. 5-point game. Grant trying to make it 4.
Now the momentum's starting to shift, but remember, all we got to do is rebound, slow it down on offense. Just keep going, keep going. DePaul's not going to stop.
Absolutely. Momentum shifter. Marty, you and I were talking before the game. This one, neither team might break 50. That's kind of been blown out of proportion here a little bit, right? I'd say we were wrong. We thought this was going to be low scoring. This is pretty high scoring considering the way DePaul plays basketball on the offensive side. We'll talk about that. Here's A.J. Chambers with the ball, guarded by Thomas. He's going to throw something up. No, just a pass. Kavame now in the corner. Wu for 3. This could be big. Sinks it. 51-44. First team to break 50 is DePaul. Mister now trying to do something. Mid-ranger, you got to make that.
Oh, you got to slow down, slow down.
Rebound by Chambers.
Watch the screen.
Mister didn't see it coming. That was Porter there. Chambers, mid-ranger, no good.
Good board.
Chevalier had it in his hands. DePaul just going to hold on to it.
I mean, look, Coach Kleinschmidt puts his arms in the air. Oh, what happened here?
Mister on the ground, he'll get back up though.
But Matt, Coach Kleinschmidt, when he puts his hands up in the air, I'm inferring that that means what I've been calling 2 clock mode.
I mean, yeah, he just he keeps yelling at him. He's like, take your time, and they know how to do that pretty well.
And yeah, he's a back-to-back state championship coach, so.
Right. I mean, that's some great resilience, though, by those players. I feel like some guys might be tempted to say, we're up by 7 points right now. Like, I'm not listening to you. I'm driving to the hoop, getting another layup. I need 25 points for slow say or something. Like, no, these guys are very well coached. They understand that it's a team game, and a team game has gotten them into a spot right here, 51-44. Caravan, pull up 3 by Grant Best.
No.
Air ball, it's short. Not so much a pull up there, folks. Just, catch and shoot. Just beyond the logo, right outside the arc. Yeah, a timeout called by the Caravan. We might need that one right now. Heading into it. It's a 7-point game with 5.5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Folks, back from that timeout, Caravan have 3 remaining. The Rams have 3 remaining as well. 51-44 is your score, a 7-point game. The Caravan trying to come back from a pretty big deficit right now. Starting to become a rivalry, Mart. I mean, games like this is what build them. You know, we had the state championship last year, big regular season games in the past, but this one is in a long line of games that, you know, just kind of a bitter rivalry, I'd say. So the outcome has not been determined yet. Caravan still hanging in there. There's 5 minutes left to go in the game.
This 2-clock offense, it's frustrating, but
Right.
Coach Seagrove, yeah, he's trying to put together a trap or something. I don't know.
It's hard to just look on, and there's not much you can do. It's just, it's chew clock time. That's what it is for DePaul right now. They're executing pretty well. Caravan guarded by Thomas. You don't want to, yeah. But it's almost like you have to do that at some point. That's the Caravan's second foul of the quarter. That'll be Thomas's second. First was the technical all the way back in the first quarter. So, I mean, maybe you do start fouling. You know, you start getting more aggressive with them, but it gets to a point where you can't foul every time they have the ball. You can't be too aggressive. So, I don't know, Mart. You're kind of stuck in a loop here. Chambers. You got to fall on him. Their ball almost came loose. He gives it back out to Robert Walls. Walls finds Rakan Wu, and they just hang out there right by the half-court line for a while. There we go,
Okay,
Keith.
okay.
We'll take it, though. We'll take it.
That's something.
I think you just teed him up.
What? No.
Chevalier looks to be banged up a little bit, too. He's talking to Coach Seagroves. We're going to throw Logan back in the game. Something must have happened to Kyle's right knee, right leg, something there.
Yeah, he's holding his calf.
Yeah. You know, that's not losing too much. You know, I mean, Kyle's had a great game, but Logan coming in here too. Hopefully can get the job done. Chevalier's defense has done pretty well. I think Kyle might be seriously hurt here. I'm really not sure what's going on.
Maybe a cramp or a
Cramp? I don't know. Something with his right leg. We'll hold off on that, though. When we come back, I guess that's a technical foul on Keith Jenkins, his second personal of the game. So DePaul will head to the line. There's currently 4 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. I mean, it's go time, you know. You gotta do something here soon.
And just when we thought we had an opportunity to get the ball back, I mean, regardless of the free throws, it's just tough. That's why we said it earlier. You got to get an early lead against these guys, or else they're just gonna chew the clock.
Marty, I said it specifically about Wu, but you know, if you let him start hot, he's gonna stay hot. You know, there's really no turning it off for the guy. You can't stop him halfway through the game. He had 17 points in the first half. You can add up whatever he's got now, but it just continues to rain some stuff in. 53-44.
Were there 2 techs? I'm not even sure.
I don't know what happened. I think that they obviously teed up Jenkins, though. They teed up Keith because, you know, the ref clearly pointed right at him. And
Yeah.
Keith didn't really have much of a reaction, so maybe he knew what he said or did was kind of wrong. I don't know. But there had to have been 2 there. I mean, I don't know.
Happened, yeah.
It's a 10-point game now. It was just a 4-point game minutes ago, so that's tough. Kyle get looked at, though, on the bench, so Logan Wessel will take his spot. DePaul gets those free throws and the ball back. This game just getting out of hand here for the Caravan. Trying to hold on. Kavame finds Porter at the logo. Just going to be passing back and forth.
I mean,
yeah.
Matt, do you play the late foul game and just foul and free throw? I don't know.
You know, there had to have been 2 technicals there because we went from 2 team fouls to 4 in that 1 play span. Now we're at the bonus. You know,
Yeah.
DePaul is in bonus. They're going to be headed to the line every time they're fouled. We are not. We're far away from that. Trust me. DePaul has us right where they want us. That's kind of the story right now in the fourth quarter. They have us. They're chewing the clock, right? They're chewing the clock, getting it down. They're going to the free throw line a lot, making them, as you can see with Wu here. it's tough to play against, Marty, because you know you're doing everything in your power to try and start a comeback, you know, get the fire going, right? It's like making a fire in the woods. You know, you just need one spark and it'll go almost,
Yeah.
but we just can't find that spark, and it's so frustrating.
All right, well, here's something.
Mister now in the left wing. That free throw missed. Down the chute. Here comes Thomas. Pump fake. Goes up for three. You needed that one. Rebounded.
Board, get it, get it.
Might be a jump. No, yeah, foul.
Oh,
These last 3 minutes and 19 seconds could last 20. You know,
Yeah.
with the fouls and timeouts. And this is when the game gets much more strategic.
and it's, I mean, there's no excuses, but it's tough on offense when you have no momentum because you haven't had the ball in 5 minutes of real time. And like, yeah, you got your skill guys out there with Cam, but I mean, if you haven't been on the offensive side of the ball in like at what felt like 5 minutes, it's tough to get going.
Bit of an interesting sub here. We've got Charlie Wingate, number 20, in for Keith Jenkins. We'll see how that plays out. Charlie has kind of had an uptick in productivity here for the team past couple week, maybe 2 weeks. He's been playing a lot better at practice, the guys are saying. So he found some time in the game last Friday night against St. Ignatius. So maybe he gets an opportunity or two here. Grant Best's
There we
putback
go.
is good. Still a 10-point game, 56-46. There's 3 minutes left to go in the fourth. And almost tipped away. Now on a fast break.
no.
Let's see what Wu can do here. Yeah. I mean, pretty much what we expected. They're just going to hold on to it.
Gotta wonder. Oh no! Oh no!
58-46, Caravan with the ball. Thomas for three.
There we
We
go.
needed
There
that
we
one. We absolutely needed that one. That's going to be a full timeout called by Coach Seagroves. The score right now, 58-49, 2 minutes and 41 seconds remaining.
go. Oh yeah.
Folks, we're back from that timeout. Score 58-49. If you're just joining us, DePaul has had, you know, this pretty substantial lead for quite some time. We'll keep the ball here. Jenkins guarding it down low. Chambers layup no
Here we
good.
go. Here we go.
Wessel picks up the rebound. Grant Best has got it, coming down to the other end of the court. Thomas, big three here.
Hey!
Need it in front of the student section. He's fired up. This one not out of reach. Time is of the essence. 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. It's a 6-point game. Another timeout going to be called by the Rams. Each team, 2 timeouts respectively. The Rams, though, have the upper hand on the scoreboard. We've got crucial time left, Marty. This is just, you know, you got to get things going.
Yeah, Cam's gonna get hot. He's that type of player. Once he makes one, he's gonna make another.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we talk about this, though. You know, starting hot and staying hot. 2 guys here. Cam Thomas from Mount Carmel and Raikan Wu for DePaul College Prep. Raikan Wu has had an incredible game. 17 points in the first half. Cam Thomas had 9 points in the first half, I believe.
Yes.
But most of that time in the first half was spent on the bench after a technical foul and all that. Doesn't matter. He's played the entire second half, and he's done so very well. Moving into this is, you know, 2 minutes left in the game here, Marty. This is go time, right? This is what has been building up since March. what are some final thoughts heading in? This is it, though. You know, this is it. This is the game right here in front of us.
We've entered the part of the game where it's foul, free throw, offensive possession. And I think almost every offensive possession going on here is going to have to end with the score.
Yeah.
Because knowing DePaul, they're either going to run the clock out until they get fouled, or they're going to make a quick two.
Yeah.
So I think if we can keep getting the ball to Cam, maybe if defense shuts down Cam, Noah's going to be right there, and Grant's always on the other side. If we need a three-pointer, he can shoot some too.
Definitely. We need our key players, our starters, to step up right now and knock down some shots. Cam Thomas just knocked down 2 really big threes, honestly, from the same spot right there in front of the student section. So we'll take it back down to the court right now, where DePaul College Prep is inbounding the ball. They're trying to hit 60 points. That's a steal by Grant Best. A defensive win might turn into an offensive one.
And one!
And it does. That's exactly what we needed. Did you expect anything different? Cam Thomas heading to the line after a huge steal by Grant Best and an even bigger and one layup by number 5 himself. 2 minutes, 10 seconds remain. It's back to a 4-point game. We haven't seen, this gap in a lead for DePaul since, third quarter maybe? It's been a while.
Hey, what can we say? We get a steal from our team leader of steals. Grant averages 3.7 steals a game. That's crazy for any guy in the Catholic League.
Most by anybody on the team. I mean, the next is 1.8, I believe, by Cam Thomas. So you got to take that to heart. Grant Best adding to that steal count. Cam Thomas adding to his free throw count. Can we get another one?
Oh.
It's going to be a foul called against the sophomore Logan Wessel. 3-point game. This could just, shuffle things up here, though.
You know what? That's fine. That's fine. I mean, as much as we want to jump, now we don't have to waste that clock that Matt, you and I are getting sick of watching. But hey, maybe make one, miss one, get an opportunity to make that margin a little closer.
Yeah. I mean, Marty, you got to make the margin closer. You got to cut this lead down here. DePaul, though, Wu has been on fire from not only the line but just the field as well. And here we go. This is a substitution I like. Charlie Wingate, great minutes by him, but it's good to have the big guy back in. Number 44, Keith Jenkins, checks in. 59-55, Wu trying to make it 60-55. A 5-point game would further their lead back up. 2:07 remaining. Wu sinks it. Immediately back on defense. Marty, like you said, every time the Caravan have the ball from here on out, it needs to end in a score. Thomas for 3. That one just a little much.
Jump,
fighting for it, jump ball. It'll go back down to the other end.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah, it'll go back down to the other end, but still, we'll get the next one. You got to think of it like that.
He's getting worried of another hold call or something.
Yeah.
But hey, that jump could come in handy later in the game.
Definitely. It's a tool we can use. Here we go. Walls finds Chambers. Wu. Down low. You got to.
Okay.
62-55, a 7-point game. Mister on the right side. He pulls up for 3. Here we go. Offensive rebound by Grant Best. He's got the most on the team. Reverse lay doesn't go. The putback for his own shot. There you go. It counts. He'll be heading to the line. Doing it all himself on that possession was Grant Best, the airman, number 3. 62-57.
Great job by Grant. I think that was 3 offensive rebounds of 1 possession, and he gets the M1.
Yeah. Perfect. That's exactly what we needed from him.
Just getting all the stats there.
Let's see, rebounds per game. Grant Best, 9.8. Steals per game. Let's see here. Grant Best, 3.7. Like you said, Marty, that's insane. That's very good in the conference, in the state, on the team. Overall, Grant Best adding to these stat counts. But right now, all that matters is changing these stats into an overall win right now. I've been saying it, but we need to create defensive wins, because defensive wins will hopefully turn into offensive wins. A steal, a forced turnover, anything like that will hopefully, in exchange, give us a nice easy layup or a 3-pointer. We got to cut this margin down, keep it close. folks, join us tomorrow at 115 Bourbon Street for our Night of Champions 2025. We will be honoring the Antonetti family, Coach Jordan Lynch, Coach Alex Sertzis, Coach Phil Seagroves, who is with us here tonight, down on the bench trying to get a win over DePaul College Prep, Coach Mike Minogue, and the 99 football team.
Yeah, Matt. Back here, we got a minute 20 left, and knowing Coach Kleinschmidt over at DePaul Prep, he's going to make sure his best shooters get the ball here. I mean, they probably get in this situation a lot with foul trouble.
There we go.
No.
There we go.
There we go.
What did I say, Marty? Defensive wins now need to turn into offensive wins. Whatever it is, a turnover or, taking a charge like that for Grant Best. Got to make the shots, though. Here we go. Charlie Wingate back in for Keith Jenkins. The strategy coming into play here. A minute and 18 left in the game. Noah Mister finds Thomas. They're trying to create space here. Mister going to try to cut inside. Best down on the right. Pass. Wessel for three. Shot, you needed that one. Offensive rebound. The putback is good.
My.
62-59. We're back to a three-point game. Under 60 seconds to go.
Got a foul.
Woo. That one now to Walls. Porter had a chance down low.
Got a foul, come on.
Trying to move them, they create space. I think they picked one up, yeah.
Oh, and of course.
Who is this on? That could play an effect here. I don't think
Charlie, okay.
it's on Charlie. So, Marty, you brought it up kind of, but a reason. Charlie, he's been playing great recently, but also that's a fresh set of 5 fouls.
Yeah.
He's not a starter, so you can throw him in here in the second half. Bit of a younger guy, so we can use fouls like that. He misses the free throw. First one he's missed in a while. Raikan Wu at the line. Still, though, a three-point game, trying to make it 4. 62-59, there's 47 seconds left. Makes a second. Mister going back down the other way.
Need a 3, Matt.
Thomas back to Best. A 3 would get this gym, everybody on their feet. Mister down low, gonna go for the mid-ranger. Shots on.
Okay.
We'll take it. 63-61. Late game fashion. Who's gonna come out on top? Is it the 3A state champions or the previous 3A state runner-ups? A rematch here. Just the tension continues to build. These guys know what is riding on this game. The weight obviously was a lot more. And back in March, right? Somebody was going home victorious for the state champions. Somebody else going back home with that second place trophy. The Caravan, though, trying to prove themselves here. Back at the line, Raikan Wu. Sinks it.
It's tough. And I said it earlier, Coach Kleinschmidt, he's making sure that Raikan Wu is getting the ball in his hands when he gets fouled. When the Caravan have to foul someone, excuse me.
3-point game, Wu makes it 4. 65-61, Mister has it. 16 seconds left in regulation. Mister is fouled there, that's the smart move there.
That's a smart move. Yeah. Need a quick three. An inbound 3.
So DePaul Prep, that is their 4th foul this quarter, which means they need one more to, force the Caravan a bonus. Best on the right side. 10 seconds left. He loses the ball, and Wu gets on top of it. Kick ball by Grant Best, so we're going back down the other way.
They foul right away. There's still hope.
7 seconds left. Chambers going to inbound it. Can't find anyone. Timeout called by Coach Kleinschmidt for the DePaul College Prep Rams. And Marty, we'll bring you back up here to the track. Marty, these are moments we kind of live for here. I've always said that a packed gym is better than a packed football stadium. The energy in it is crazy. I've got my reasons, but it's moments like this. 4-point game, time very limited here. The Caravan have got to do some things. Marty, I can think back, Hyde Park last year, we won on a buzzer beater with Christian Juremovic, but overall, I don't know if we've had any situations like this where we've got to draw up a play and there's 5 seconds left. So, who's the ball going to?
It's got to be Cam.
Yeah.
I mean, Noah's, he's had his good stretches of making some three-pointers, but Cam's been hot this year. He's been a little hot today, but it's got to be quick. That's all that matters. It's got to be quick. Who's ever open. I mean, Grant's got a little clutch in him too.
Yeah.
But it's who's ever open.
Definitely.
Just gotta shoot it right away.
Right. We're gonna try to throw DePaul off guard here. Got to get the ball back though. So like I said, time very limited. Roughly 7 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Your score is 65-61. The Rams have a 4-point lead. We'll take you back down to the court here, where these teams are getting back from that timeout. Marty, very crucial here though, foul-wise. This is where strategy becomes huge. DePaul has 4 fouls, which means if they foul the Caravan again, that sends us to bonus. The Caravan, they've had 5 fouls for half the quarter maybe. It's been quite a while, right? They wanted to get to that point, so if they foul the Rams, they just immediately go to the line. That gives them the chance to come back down and get a shot off. That pass, huge. Got to get them, yeah. Some good court vision, just some good IQ, from Logan Wessel. Tried to do it as fast as he could. Sends him to the line. And that is 5 fouls for Logan Wessel. He's out of the game.
All right, I mean, with Rashawn Porter here at the line, you never know.
It's a lot different than Rakan Wu. I'll tell you that. Yeah. Let's see. We'll send in Keith. We've got Keith Jenkins and Charlie Wingate both in here. Grant Best, Noah Mister, Cam Thomas, guys in for the Caravan.
Well, that's a good make.
It's a 5-point game. A free throw here I think would drastically change our win percentage here for MC.
I think he's still going to make it. If he misses, Coach Searle's got a timeout right away.
Here we go.
Keep it going. Here we go.
Get it down to the other end. Here we go. Pull up 3. Grant Best needed it. Gets his own rebound and puts it in for 2.
Got a timeout.
Get the timeout called. So now a 3-point game, 66-63. On our clock here, we've got 0.2 seconds, so we'll see how much they give them here. But Marty, no matter how this game ends, what a fight by both teams. I don't want to get to that point just yet, but what a fight. DePaul played their game. It was pretty unique. Mount Carmel just tried to, not get too far behind. There was a point where we were down by 11 points. We were down by 11 points. We were in a deep hole, so just trying to dig ourselves out of it. And eventually we found a way to now put it, it's a 3-point game. And it's been that way for multiple instances here in the fourth quarter.
And yeah, it's been seen some similarities from the state championship last year, but we've also seen drastic differences in terms of pace of play early on. I still saw DePaul likes to do the 2 clock. I keep saying it, it's very annoying. But hey, got an opportunity. Might be 0.2 seconds, but we'll see. It's been a great game.
Yeah, 0.2 seconds left in regulation. Can the Caravan send this thing to overtime, or will DePaul College Prep walk out of here victorious? For 2 matchups here, where back-to-back state championship, now regular season. So we can still meet them down the line, but if we do meet them down the line, we want to be able to say we beat you guys earlier on in January. So there's a lot riding on this game, a whole lot going into it. These guys coming back from their timeouts, so we'll send you back down to the court here. Yeah, we've got 1 second. All DePaul has to do is get this thing in bounds, and it's pretty much game over. Coach Seagroves and Coach Norsha, I don't know what they drew up here. Hopefully it works, though. Yeah. All right, that'll be it. 66-63 is your final score here from Mount Carmel High School. We'll take you up here for one final time. Folks, thank you for joining us here at the main gym. It's been Matt Malloy, Marty Mann, senior broadcasters. We've got a whole slate of really big home games coming up down the line in the future here. St. Lawrence, Brother Rice, a whole bunch of big games. Leo's in there too. So we've got some pretty important, pretty big broadcasts coming up though. The Caravan fall tonight by 3 points. There's a lot that went into it. DePaul's unique offense. The Caravan with the will to fight back with guys like Cam Thomas and Grant Best that just played to the whistle every single play. Overall, though, we'll take that loss on the shoulder.
Yeah.
We were kind of underdogs heading into it. There's a lot of reasons why, right? DePaul ranked number 1 at a lot of places, a lot of newspapers and articles and all that, but you got to throw rankings out of the window at some point, especially as you get later on into the season. So hopefully this won't taint our season too much. Hopefully we can walk out of here with our heads still up high. A 3-point loss, Marty. Marty, I know it kind of seems right now like we're kind of upbeat a little bit. I know we didn't win the game, but a 3-point loss to a team we lost to in the state championship last year, and now they're still retaining their reputation of being the best team in the state. It ain't all that bad of what we saw tonight. Yeah.
I mean, another couple positives. This is, you said it, but this is the number 1 team in the state right now.
Yeah.
I mean, there's various rankings across the state, but that's a great positive. I mean, Coach Seagroves is going to say the first thing they walk in the locker room, you guys kept it in the game. It was a great game.
Right.
Didn't give up as much as, we faced probably 11, 13-point deficit at one point.
Yeah.
Still kept it in. I mean, it got pretty bad when DePaul were just not shooting, just pass. We found a way out of it. Didn't come out in the end in our favor, but another positive is we're starting to find our identity. And as the playoffs are coming in the next month and a half, it's huge to know who you are and not think about what you were last year. I mean, it is still kind of a thought, we were a great team last year, went to the state championship. Are we going to repeat it? Are we going to get back there? I'd say tonight we have a great chance.
Yeah.
And, there were doubts early on, but I think it's safe to say we got a good shot at it now.
We're a solid team. I think that's what people are going to take away from this game. I know we didn't get the W, but we can still kind of ride high. This is nothing that's going to, just destroy our season, put a huge roadblock in there. No, we're just going to build off of this, do the best we can. The Caravan now lost to 3 teams, Fenwick, Morton, and DePaul College Prep. Folks, we had a great time broadcasting this one. We'll see you on the 28th. That's our next basketball broadcast. We'll be taking on the Vikings from St. Lawrence, the guys from Burbank.